today we have another new guest on to our very third episode of the talk show, Fahima. Yes, Fahima, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes. So my name is Fahima Sultana. I'm from Samastipur, Bihar, and I'm currently pursuing my Master of Human Resource Management from Aligarh Muslim University, and it is my final semester. And before that, I have done graduation in Bachelor of Commerce from Aligarh Muslim University, and also my intermediates from AMU itself. I have done my high school from my hometown, that is Samastipur, and this was my first HR internship in Ananta Resource Management, and I have worked here for like 5 months. So it was a 5 month internship, and I have learned various things in the recruitment and selection process. So this was a very good learning experience working here. And my hobbies are I like to read novels in my free time. So that's all.
Okay, great, Fahima. Fahima, I missed last part of your introduction. Might be there might be a sort of
Network issue, I
right.
think.
This could be at my end, not an issue, but let's go on. It was not a big deal. So, yeah, moving on to my very first question. As you said that this internship was a 5 month long internship for you. So, in this 5 months, what have you been learning? What was your role basically in these 5 months? What was your role? What was your day-to-day activity? And what more things you learned? Could you please brief out about that?
Yeah, so this internship it was actually of 3 months internship, but it goes like for 5 months because of the red cards and all. But my main job roles and responsibilities were like screening the resume and calling the candidate first. In the first months, I had to just screen the resumes, and then I had to call the
Mm-hmm.
candidates for detailed verification, and if they are suitable for any vacancy. So I had to like coordinate with the team leader, and I had to pipeline it for the suitable vacancies. But after that, after like about 2 months, I was promoted to team coordinator. As a team coordinator, I worked for in Ananta Resource, and being a team coordinator, my roles were like I had 2 or 3 team members, and we were allotted some of the vacancies that my whole team was working. So some of the vacancies were bifurcated between other team coordinators, and we had to work on that. And
Mm-hmm.
my team members and I was working on those particular vacancies and to get the most suitable candidates for those vacancies. And so my whole internship was basically into the recruitment and selection process. And we actually I was kind of like when I started this internship, it was like quite hectic. At some point of time I was like, hey, I can't do this, I cannot do this because of these classes, and because of the other things I was not able to keep my pace. But from this internship I also learned how to manage your time. So time management was the good thing I have learned. And how can I do like I explored myself actually कि हाँ I can do more. This is not it. Like I can do more better. I can manage my time. I can do various things. मतलब एक टाइम पे I can do various kinds of things. Not only I can focus on one thing. Like internship चल रही है तो internship पे ही I can do like with internship I can do my classes. I can do other things also. So time management is the main thing. And I it was like for my career it was a good internship. Like I had something to add into my resume related to HR. So this is it. Yeah.
Okay, that's great, Fahima. So, as you told that your first half of the internship was basically being into a recruiter, doing
Yeah.
selection of candidate, correct? And then you promoted to being a TC, team coordinator.
Team coordinator. Yes.
Team coordinator. Okay. So with this team coordinator wala part, the name itself somewhat suggests team coordinator. तो कहीं ना कहीं I can get a update that ये एक किसी तरीके का एक team handling वाला part भी था इसमें.
Obviously, like my team leader, she was having so much of things to do. Like she has to take the interviews and she had to also handle the team. So we were like the bridge between our team members and between the team leaders. So I, like being a team coordinator, I had to take care of the things that my team member are having any kind of issues in any selection process or in screening the resume or some kind of resume they are not understanding. So I have to do those things like solving those issues, and if they have to ask something to my team leader, so I have to uh, bridge that gap कि जो भी issue है तो I have to coordinate with them, and so we can work smoothly. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So that means being a team coordinator, uh, kind kindly it give you a kind of an experience where you are dealing with more of your team and your team leader, and so that means it was a part of a team leader where you understood the team leadership also, and you work with your team member as well to understand their difficulties as well.
Yes, yes.
Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's great, Fahima. So, Fahima, I have heard that being into internship, you have been introduced to many workshops as well. So, could you brief us about what kind of workshops have you attended?
So like we were having the presentation session where we used to get different topics about
Mhm.
anything, like not specifically related to HR. It can be of anything like cyber bullying or cyber security or any kind of software that we can explore. So
Mhm.
these were some of the topics, and we used to have presentation sessions. So it actually make us like boost our confidence, and it improved our presentation skills. So like it was a personality, it kind of groomed our personality also. And other than that, we have HR training session where we used to have like demo, how to do the demo calls, how to like our seniors or the experienced ones, they told us like
Mhm.
they train us kind of ki how you can talk to the candidates, how you have to talk to them like about the job vacancies, or to make them like yeah, we have vacancies and we can provide you, so they can reach to us if they
Mhm.
wanted any job change. And other than that, we have also excel workshop where we were like we have to be present, we were given sessions on the ms excel, how to work on mx excel. So these were some of the workshops. Also we were our director, like director of the Ananta Resource Management, they used to give us a session on goal setting workshop. So it was kind of like this organization actually put efforts on the interns, like this goal setting workshop. I don't think so ki other organization provide this kind of session. Like so, actually Mukesh sir, they give us the sessions like how we can uh, work on our life goals, how we can set our goals. So these were the kind of workshops that we were provided, and it was
Mhm.
kind of like quite good experience, because other than the recruitment and other than the HR training sessions, we were like get to know about the ms excel, and how we can improve our presentation skills and all. Yeah.
That's great. That's great, Faiba. Faiba, I heard you saying that you used to give presentations. There used to be an presentation sessions where you used to give presentations, and your team members used to give presentations to each and
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes,
So
yes.
there you told that you had a few topics which were related to the HR and which were related to cyber security also. So that means few topics were related to your domain and few were not related to your domains. So how do you look this concept of giving you presentations which are not related to you? How do you like this concept? What do you think about this concept? How good it is and how it is helping any intern?
I think not really. Some of the topics were related to HR and some were not. So
Mm-hmm.
because of that, like I had to give like a presentation on Gmail, maybe,
Okay.
which is not related to HRs. It is a very common topic. Gmail. We all
Okay.
use Gmail. So if somebody does not know, everybody knows, but I am just giving an example. So if somebody does not know how to use Gmail, so he gets the chance to like learn. Yeah, this is something new. Or Outlook calendar. We like
Oh.
students don't use Outlook calendar, but we when we get this topic, so we get the chance to like explore on these things and explore on these topics, and we then get कि हाँ ये भी कोई चीज होती है, इसके बारे में भी पता चलता है, तो उससे
Mm-hmm.
हो सकता है वो हमारे इम्पोर्टेंस हमारे काम का होगा, तो वो हम लोग यूज कर पाएंगे अभी प्रेजेंटेशन के थ्रू वी गेट टू नो अबाउट दिस टॉपिक. So I think it was quite nice कि the topics were of different domains, not basically not necessarily it was related to HR. It was also about any software, any topic. So it was like good, I think.
Great. Okay, that's great, Fahima. So, Fahima, how do you recommend this internship to any of your friends who are looking, sort of, to gain some experience before going towards a job opportunity? So, how would you recommend them to this internship? What do you think? What are the pros and cons being an intern at Ananta or doing this internship?
So I think like after at a certain point I thought कि नहीं मैं किसी को recommend नहीं करूँगी क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा hectic हो जाता है. But then I thought कि no, it kind of this organization provide you many chances. Like I joined as a recruiter only. I was a
Mm-hmm.
intern, but then I was promoted to team coordinator. So
Mm-hmm.
this organization actually provide you chance to explore, chance to you can know your capabilities, what you can do. So it is kind of a like a achievement for me कि मैंने इतने छोटे से internship के time में मुझको team coordinator बना दिया गया, and I was like कि team handling करना, team handling skills and टीम मैनेजमेंट कैसे होता है ये भी आपको पता चलता है. तो दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लाइक प्रोवाइड यू many chance to explore yourself or give you chance to know your capabilities, like you can do it. And also जो प्रेशर यहाँ पे होता है तो उससे आपको यही पता चलता है कि आई डोंट थिंक टेक इट इन पॉजिटिव वे, क्योंकि सर ने भी ऐसा कहा था कि इससे ज्यादा आपको कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में प्रेशर होगा, इससे ज्यादा आपको चीजें होंगी. इवन अभी तो आपको बस रेड कार्ड मिल रहा है, वहां तो कंपनसेशन में भी पेनाल्टीज लग जाती है. तो फिर वो चीज अगर आपने अभी सर्वाइव कर लिया अभी ऐसे स्टेज पे, तो यू कैन सर्वाइव इन द कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड. तो आई थिंक आई वुड सजेस्ट माई फ्रेंड्स और कलीग्स की इंटर्नशिप कर सकते हैं यहाँ, क्योंकि ये सारी चीजें हैं कि प्रोज एंड कॉन्स हर जगह होते हैं, बट हाउ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज पुटिंग एफर्ट्स ये मैटर करता है. और मैंने एक्चुअली में सीखा बहुत सारी चीजें, जैसे टाइम मैनेजमेंट हो गया कि टाइम कैसे आप मैनेज कर सकते हो. अभी मैंने इंटर्नशिप के साथ साथ बहुत सारे असाइनमेंट्स बनाए, मेरे क्लास असाइनमेंट्स, मेरे क्लासेस थे. तो वो एक एक चीज मैंने भी ये नोटिस किया कि हाँ मैं मतलब कर सकती हूँ. ऐसा नहीं कि कि मुझे टाइम पे सोना भी है, मुझे टाइम पे वो सैक्रिफाइस करो, अभी गिव अप करने का टाइम नहीं है, तो यू कैन डू बेटर, ऐसा वाला सीन हो जाता है. और ऑल्सो अदर देन दैट सेशंस भी इतने सारे प्रोवाइड किए जाते हैं, वर्कशॉप्स लाइक प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स और प्रेजेंटेशन सेशन और MS एक्सेल. तो और वो मैंडेटरी होते हैं सेशंस. तो दे आर
Okay.
पुटिंग एफर्ट्स, मतलब द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज पुटिंग एफर्ट्स कि आपको इनहेंस करे वो पर्सनालिटी में, आपका ग्रोथ हो स्किल्स में. सो हम लोग क्यों ऐसे पीछे हटे. तो आई वुड रिकमेंड कि आपको करना चाहिए यहाँ इंटर्नशिप.
So I got to know about your somewhat success mantra is that कि ये sacrifice करने का time यही है. We don't have to give up. So ये एक मोटो आप लेके जा रहे हो यहाँ से.
हाँ कि आपको प्रेशर है
Great.
बट ठीक
So
है. या
that's great, Fahima. Fahima, one few more questions I would like to go upon. So as you were mentioning that in the earlier stage, this internship was a kind of hectic for you, and अगर आप एक महीने बाद अगर आपको पूछते तो शायद आप ये रिकमेंड भी ना करते इस इंटर्नशिप को किसी को. सो आई वुड लाइक टू नो दैट at the time of those hectic thing where you couldn't manage your schedule, your colleges and your assignments and everything was going around at your time. So how did you manage those time? Where did you actually learn to manage those things and कैसे आपने वो मैनेज करना सीखा यहाँ पर, और कैसे आपने उसको मैनेज किया है? आपने वो रास्ता ही कैसे ढूंढा है कि मुझे इसको मैनेज करना है?
सो एक्चुअली क्या हुआ कि स्टार्टिंग के टाइम पे बिल्कुल फर्स्ट इंटर्नशिप था ये मेरा एचआर में, किसी भी डोमेन में। दिस वाज माय फर्स्ट इंटर्नशिप। सो स्टार्टिंग में
ओके।
मैं बहुत मोटिवेटेड थी, फिर धीरे धीरे थोड़ा मोरल डाउन होता है। तो वो एक टाइम पे लगता है कि अरे बहुत हो रहा है, क्लासेस भी हैं, असाइनमेंट्स भी है, और सब चीज, इंटर्नशिप भी इतना टाइम के लिए आपको देना है,
हम्म।
टाइम देना है 8 आवर्स के लिए मैक्सिमम। तो उस टाइम पे लग रहा था कि अब नहीं होगा, आई शुड गिव अप, नहीं होगा। फिर मैंने ये सोचा कि अगर अभी ऐसे गिव अप करते चलेंगे तो फिर तो कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे। सो गिव अप
हम्म।
करना इज नॉट द ऑप्शन। आपको थोड़ा तो स्ट्रगल करना होगा। और आप ऐसे एकदम कंफर्ट जोन में रह के कि हाँ आराम से क्लासेस कर रहे हैं, आराम से बस असाइनमेंट कर रहे हैं, सो इट वोंट वर्क। you have to do some, you have to struggle like in life to achieve something, you have to do, you have to put efforts. So उस टाइम पे मुझे ये लगा कि नहीं, अभी ऐसे गिव अप करते चलेंगे तो फिर तो कहीं नहीं, फिर मुझे अपना कंफर्ट जोन ही दिखेगा, फिर उसमें ही फिर तो कुछ कर नहीं पाऊंगी। तो फिर वैसे करके मैनेज किया। और ऊपर से जैसे मेरी टीम लीडर है भारती मैम, मेरी टीम लीडर थी। तो
हम्म।
उनका हमने देखते थे हम लोग, मेरे टीम मेंबर्स, मैं, आशी, अनुराग, ये लोग, कि उनके तो फैमिली है, मतलब शी हैज अ बेबी, तो वो फिर भी इतना डिवोट कर देती हैं टाइम। तो ऐसे गिव अप अभी मुझे तो इतना भी नहीं है। मेरा ये इंटर्नशिप भी मेरे समर ट्रेनिंग का पार्ट था, मेरा एक सब्जेक्ट काइंड
हम्म।
ऑफ था। तो उनको भी देख के थोड़ा मोटिवेट होती थी कि वो भी कर रही हैं काम, और फिर मुझे इतनी क्या दिक्कत हो रही है। सो वो सब आसपास के सराउंडिंग्स को देख के, और मेहनत करनी होती है। अब अगर आप हार्ड वर्क करोगे तो हार्ड वर्क ऑलवेज पेज। तो ये सारी चीजें सोच के अपने आप को सेल्फ मोटिवेट करते हुए फिर मैंने कहा कि नहीं, स्टार्ट किया है तो काम कंप्लीट करना ही है।
Well, listening, you said that looking at your ATL, your team leader Bharti, it helped you a lot to get a self motivation.
या
So, do you think or have you ever had a word with your team leader Bharti regarding this same situation that you are going through a rough time? How do you manage things? How she is managing things at her end? Have you ever had a talk with her regarding the same? ओके, सो यू सेल्फ, आपने खुद ही बस कैसे ना कैसे इस चीज को मैनेज कर लिया?
हाँ, मैंने ऐसे कर लिया। भारती मैम से ऐसे कभी बात तो नहीं हुई, बट हाँ वो लेकिन मोटिवेट करती थी हमेशा कि ऐसे नहीं होता है, मतलब एकदम आप छोड़ नहीं सकते, आपकी मेहनत है, आपने इतने दिन काम किया, अभी आप थोड़ा सा और कंटिन्यू कर लोगे तो। अभी वही है ना, अभी मैंने कर लिया इंटर्नशिप, तो अब मुझे लग रहा है कि हाँ मैंने कुछ कर लिया, इंटर्नशिप कर ली मैंने, कंप्लीट हो गया मेरे से। अब मैं बीच में छोड़ देती तो मुझे लगता है बस रिग्रेट के अलावा कुछ होता नहीं, कि ये भी गिव अप
करेक्ट,
कर दिया।
करेक्ट।
सो गिविंग अप इज नॉट द
यस, यस।
ऑप्शन। थोड़ा तो आपको स्ट्रगल, आप बिल्कुल आउट ऑफ कंफर्ट जोन नहीं जाओगे तो। वो एक कोटेशन है ना, लाइफ डज नॉट स्टार्ट आउट ऑफ योर कंफर्ट जोन।
करेक्ट, यस, यस, करेक्ट। So,
तो वही है कि
Fahima, how long was your day in this internship? Basically, how many hours you used to work over here?
सो समटाइम्स लाइक टोटल आवर्स।
Yeah, in the day, at the day end, how
अच्छा,
many hours you used to devote your time in this internship on
so
daily basis?
in some days it was like 9 hours also. In some days I only work for like 4 to 5 hours, depending on the work also. And also like कभी 9 घंटे चले गए, कभी 4-5 घंटे, उसके लिए मैंने डांट भी सुनी हूँ मैं। लेकिन 6 आवर्स तो मिनिमम करने ही होते थे, तो वो हो जाता था। आपके पास काम ही इतना होता है, और आप सोचते हो कि स्क्रीनिंग, फॉर एग्जांपल हमें स्क्रीनिंग करनी है रेज्यूमे के, तो हम चाहेंगे करते करते, आप रिक्रूटमेंट में ऐसा होता है ना कि आप काम करते करते आपको लगता है कि नहीं मुझे भी चाहिए अपने वैकेंसी क्लोज करवानी है, तो उसके लिए आप काम करने
Correct.
लगते हो, और फिर आप टाइम डिवोट करने लगते हो। तो
So this 6 hours which you are talking about, that sometimes you has to be doing 9 hours a day. So how could you manage your 9 hours a day with your colleges also going around? So do you used to go offline colleges and or
नो
online
नो,
colleges?
In the end of the internship, like from March, it was of like offline colleges was started. Like before that,
Mhm.
it was online. So लैपटॉप के
So
साथ
how
में
could you
सारा दिन
manage?
बैठी रहती
How could
सर.
you manage your internship also and offline colleges as well at the same time?
ऑफलाइन कॉलेजेस मेरे सुबह में होते थे, सो इट वाज लाइक दिस इंटर्नशिप वाज ऑफ फ्लेक्सिबल टाइम. सम ऑफ द टाइम्स ऑफ द वर्कशॉप्स वर
Mhm.
दे दैट वर ओनली कंपल्सरी टू अटेंड, लाइक दैट वर फिक्स्ड, लाइक 2:30
Okay.
टू 5 तक वाला टाइम स्लॉट फिक्स होता था. बाकी मेरी क्लासेस सुबह होती थी, तो लेकिन यही होता था सारा दिन लैपटॉप के सामने बैठे रहो. ऐसे ही मैनेज होता था.
Okay,
पर
that's
फिर
great. So मतलब आपकी ये जो गए पिछले जो 3-4 महीने आपने वो लैपटॉप के साथ ज्यादा टाइम निकाला है.
हाँ, बिल्कुल ऐसा सही था कि बस काम या तो क्लासेस या तो काम, नहीं तो कुछ असाइनमेंट्स करने, तो ऐसा ही रहता था. फिर कहीं बाहर जाना और आना कुछ नहीं रहता था. कुछ टाइम के लिए
Mhm.
तो एकदम ऐसा ही हो गया था. उसके बाद जब ऑफलाइन हो गए तो मेरा भी थोड़ा इंटर्नशिप का भी काम थोड़ा खराब हो गया था. लाइक आई वाज़ नॉट डूइंग गुड इन माय इंटर्नशिप, क्योंकि मेरा ऑफलाइन कॉलेजेस थे. आई वाज़ शिफ्टेड टू हॉस्टल, सो इट वाज़ काइंड ऑफ वेरी हेक्टिक. कि और फिर मेरा उस टाइम पे इंटर्नशिप सच में बुरा जा रहा था और मुझको रेड कार्ड्स भी बहुत सारे मिल गए थे. फिर लेकिन किसी तरह करके फिर मैं दूसरे टीम में शिफ्ट हो गई थी, जिसमें आई हैड टू एडिट द रेज्यूमे एंड आई हैड टू लाइक पास द रेज्यूमे टू द डेटाबेस. तो वो सारे काम थे, तो उस टाइम पे भी मैंने फिर एंड में बहुत सारा काम किया और फिर मैंने कंप्लीट अपना इंटर्नशिप किया था.
So that means in the 5 months of internship, you had an experience on to candidates calling part as well, जहाँ पर आपने candidate का selection
यस
वगैरह
यस.
करना है, doing the demo calling, and then you had an experience of working on to database as well, correct?
हाँ. सो लाइक
So with that database part, what exactly you were doing in that database thing? What was
सो
your role at that team?
okay. So, like at first, I started as a recruiter where I had to do
Mm-hmm.
like I got the resumes from the ATS applicant tracking
Mm-hmm.
system, and there I had resumes I had to screen and I had to call the candidates. After that, after 3 months of my internship, like 4 months of my internship, in the last of the internship, like I was shifted to
Mm-hmm.
a team where I was working on job portals, not much many of the job portals, but on Naukri, and I got to know how to work on Indeed as well. And from there,
Okay.
I had to like download the resume of the applicants for different vacancies, and I had to pipeline those resumes to the particular vacancies for whatever they are suitable. So I had to pipeline the resumes for that, and so that was the work, and also editing the resume. So like my team, this editing team, they had to do what, they had to like edit some of the details of the applicants,
Mm-hmm.
so that the if the recruiter is working on those resumes, so he can see like ऊपर से भी कि हाँ this proper resume can go to this vacancy. और उसके बाद they will call the candidate and they had to fill up those फील्ड्स, बट उससे पहले हमें कुछ कुछ चीजें एडिट करनी होती थी. तो ये दो अलग अलग मुझे काम मैंने किए इस इंटर्नशिप
Okay.
में.
Uh, That's great. That's great. Fahima, I heard that you talked about Indeed, working on some sort of ATS. So, how many portals have you worked upon in this internship?
So like I did not work on I worked on Naukri,
Okay,
and I
Naukri.
got, yeah, Naukri, and I also got to learn like it was kind of end of my internship. So my team leader, Raj ma'am, she
Mm-hmm.
told me like about how to work on the job portal, that is a job portal. Also
Okay.
I got to learn how to post the vacancy for a particular job on LinkedIn, and
Mm-hmm.
also the applicant tracking system, that is we work on Urvin. So
Okay.
this is a database, and we in that we have different मतलब बहुत सारे resumes जो कि अलग अलग जॉब पोर्टल से वो अपलोड कर देते हैं, एंड वी हैव टू
Mm-hmm.
वर्क ऑन दैट.
So, beside these software, which is related to purely with the HR or the database, data set kind of thing. So, beside these softwares, which other softwares or which other tools you had worked upon or you got to know about in this internship? You had an work on experience, at least I can say, kind of experience you had with that tool. Like how you said Naukri, you had an experience. Indeed, a little bit you experience, you had at least you got to know about the interface and to know a few details, basic about those tools. So how many of the tools were there in your internship which you got to know?
So I got to know about the Microsoft Teams. Like I did not know कि उसमें बहुत सारे इतने सारे features है. I just know कि उसमें बस एक मीटिंग सी हो जाती है, बस इतना पता था. So I got to know how exactly it works. And
Okay.
also other than Microsoft Teams, it there was a software like Clockify. We had to make entries about our working hours. So it was a new thing for me. Also, we got the chance to learn about Canva and MS Excel and MS this OneNote and
Mhm.
other Microsoft tools as well. So we were actually I am not actually remembering the name, but we were quite get the exposure for बहुत सारे software I got to know about.
Okay, that's great. So one thing which you are taking from this internship is the difference between Google Meet and MS Teams. It is not just for the meetings, correct?
Yes.
That's great, Fahima. That's great. Okay, so thank you, Fahima.